Dave, come on, we are about to start. Don't keep everybody waiting. Sorry about that. He was talking with some of the animators or something.
No problem, George. We'll wait.
Well, we can start now and then fill him in when he joins us.
Okay, well, Kathy already knows most of what I'm going to say. I already spoke with Bob Iger earlier this week, and he is on board with it. Normally something like this would never happen, but he is a huge fan of Star Wars, always has been, since the first one came out in 1977.
Hey everyone, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no problem. Come sit down.
Thanks, Kathy. Hey John.
Hey, Dave. How's it going? So, George was just telling me and Kathy an additional agreement that Bob Iger made with George before he sold Lucasfilm to Disney. You want to tell us what this is all about, George?
Yeah, so I've always said Jar Jar is the key to all of this. I've said it for years, and nobody listened. The fan backlash over the years has gone too far in a few places, and I have talked with Bob about it. I've talked with Kathy about it, and we're going to make sure the fans don't get away with this.
What do you mean, don't get away with this? What exactly are you planning?
The plan is to make a sequel trilogy and a series of Star Wars entries that are so bad the entire franchise goes down in flames. I really don't appreciate all the hatred I've received, as well as the treatment many of the actors have suffered at the hands of these Gen X and Boomer basement dwellers. It is really very infuriating, and we're going to make them pay.
Yeah, they really do deserve it, too. I mean, George has done so much for the fans for so many years, and that they would treat him like this is really just disgraceful. The way they treated that poor kid, Jake Lloyd, and how they treated Ahmed Best as well as Hayden Christensen. They basically just spit on all these amazing actors and hardworking, talented people. I know that I am going to take a lot of heat for this, but it's worth it. You can count on me, George.
Thank you, Kathy. That means a lot. I'm glad I can count on you to have my back, and
George, are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, what about what you taught me about the Jedi and the light side and being compassionate and forgiving? This is not the Jedi way, George. This can't be right.
Dave, I'm going to have to shut you down right there, since you clearly don't understand. This is my life's work. These are my kids. It's like they took a 1995 Nissan Altima and just backed into them while they were riding scooters through the street. And if you can't see that, then I want you to get out of this office right now.
I'm sorry, George. You're going down a path I can't follow. You're breaking my heart.
I don't want you here.
And you're going to break the heart of so many fans. Come back.
No
Please
way.
Come back to us, George. Don't do this, George. Please don't do this. Please, George, please.
Out! He just doesn't understand. He's still holding on. He needs to let go. He needs to let the past die. Sometimes you got to let the past die. Kill it if you have to. It's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
I don't know, George. I am not too keen on this, but if Bob and Kathy are in agreement, then what choice do I have?
See, Kathy, John can be reasonable. I think this is going to work out great. We could probably start by killing off Han Solo. Then, I don't know, maybe we could make Luke into a hopeless old hermit who's given up on life.
Oh, I like that idea, George. And I think it would just be so amazing if we could put Carrie Fisher on a rig and have her fly through outer space, obliterating enemy ships with force lightning from her eyes. That would be so delightful. I would just love to see that.
That's actually not too bad an idea, Kathy, though I think we would want to tone it down just a little bit.
Yeah, John's right. If you go too far in too many places, people will catch on. So make sure to be more tactful about the decisions you make in the story room. Anyway, we will deal with all of this at later meetings. Thank you for coming. John, Kathy, I appreciate your input.
You're welcome, George. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, always a pleasure. We're here for you, George.